Muslim Youth Helpline was set up about 5 years ago, and basically it started off when I was at college, and I saw that a lot of people amongst my friends had problems and they didn't have anywhere to turn to support them. And so basically I got together, a group of my friends, and said, let's do something about it. And this was our solution to the problem. One of the first people that contacted me at Muslim Youth Helpline was a young person who was a drug addict. He was 16 years old. I still remember the very first email that he sent me, and that was right at the beginning of the initiative. It took about 2 years of working very closely with him, often in very dangerous circumstances. But I remember when he gave me a call, when he sort of finally finished a prison sentence. It's been quite some time since I started work at Muslim Youth Helpline, but it's grown immensely. It now has about 70 or 80 young people who train up as councillors and who respond to calls all hours of the day, every day of the week. And every year about 10,000 young people contact us asking for support. Not really sure how I did it. You just go about doing it. Use your common sense. You have a go. If it works, great. If it doesn't, try something else. I didn't know how to write a cheque, and I certainly didn't know what accounts were. You just learn along the way, and that's the great thing about being involved. You know, you learn as you do things. I think it's very much about looking at the impact of your work and seeing all the different ways in which everything that you do from you know, in your day-to-day life as well has an impact on the society around you, and thinking about ways in which you can do that in a way that won't have as much of a negative impact on other people or on your surroundings, and thinking about sort of better ways in which you can actually have a positive impact on people. Everyone fails, and hey, you know, that's the only way you can learn. That's the only way you can figure out how not to do something so you can do it a different way next time around. Success. Well, if anything, it's taught me that I've got to go a lot further if I'm going to be any more successful. I think it just raises the barrier and makes you wonder about the greater ways in which you can actually help people, and the greater chance and the many more opportunities there are to make a real difference. One of the most exciting initiatives that I personally was involved in was trying to help young people who are actually in prison and have been sort of neglected by their own communities, their own families, because they're seen as criminals. One of the projects that I ran within the organisation was to get together a group of young people to raise money to sponsor little gifts that could be sent to prisoners inside, and to give them a chance to feel wanted and to feel that they had some support, and that when they came out, that we as a society were looking forward to receiving them and supporting them, and so they too can become great people. Don't listen to anyone. Do whatever you want, basically, and don't listen to your elders or anyone else who's trying to dissuade you to basically not have a go at changing the world. Young people and children. I think it's great meeting children because in their innocence they ask the questions that you're not supposed to ask, and sometimes they're the most important ones that need to be answered. And it's great to see them coming up with original ideas and new ways of doing things that sometimes you don't feel you get from other people.